Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Nightwatch Kevin, and today we have to break down the massive new Marvel movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, right out of the gate, I need to give you a massive, heavy spoiler warning. I'm going to talk about the entire plot, the character reveals, that heartbreaking ending, and how they handled Peter's changing DNA. So if you haven't been to the theater yet, consider yourself advised. Pause the video, save it to your playlist, and come back once you've seen it. This film is a must watch. For everyone else, let's talk about what director Destin Daniel just gave us. Honestly, the best part about this movie is how grounded it feels. After all the multiverse badness of No Way Home, we finally get a Peter Parker who is completely isolated. Nobody remembers who he is. He's living in a cramped apartment, sewing his own suits, and the street level tone makes New York feel like an actual character again. Tom Holland acts his absolute heart out. The emotional weight of him carrying The emotional weight of him trying to reconnect with MJ and Ned, only to realize the heavy toll of his choices, is deeply moving and gives the film a mature edge. And honestly, I loved how they brought in the Punisher for this film. The Punisher did a great job. I really like his character. I really like how much he improved the story. That the I really like the dynamics between Frank and Spider-Man. But look, we have to address the elephant in the room. The marketing heavily focused on Peter's radioactive DNA undergoing an unstable physical transportation. If you grew up in the 90s watching Spider-Man animated series or read the Six Arm Saga, your mind immediately went to the Man Spider. We all low key waiting for Peter to transform into this monster spider and have completely lose his humanity. But instead, the mutation gives him organic webbing, fast faster reflexes, and bursts of aggressive rage. He ultimately works with Marcus Ruffalo, Bruce Banner, to build an inhibitor chip to suppress it. Now, realistically, I get it. The director wanted a gritty, down-to-earth street movie. Throwing a giant CGI spider monster into the mix might have totally derailed that tone. But as a fan, I can't help but feel disappointed that he didn't become Man Spider. And there was so much hype into it. There's so much theories that people were speculating that he was gonna turn into some monster. But that didn't happen. But it felt like they chose the safe route by keeping the upgrade mostly internal. It felt like a bit of a missed opportunity for a true body horror. Now, with that being said, the mutation plotlines the mutation plotlines ties beautifully into Sadie Sink's character. The rumors were true. She is playing a young runaway of Jean Grey. Her telepathic powers and her struggle against damage control gave the film a fantastic secondary conflict. It acts as a perfect minimal introduction to the mutants in the MCU without overshadowing Peter's personal journey. Overall, Spider-Man Brand New Day is easily Tom Holland's most mature solo outing. It proves Spider-Man it proves that Spider-Man shines brightest when he is backed in the corner. I just wish the studio had the spine to fully commit due to the monster nightmare they hinted at, the Man Spider. And honestly, going to this, I really enjoyed Jean Grey. I really did. Her powers on screen was absolutely terrifying, especially at the ending when she had like everyone frozen when she like crashed out, and her motive, it was so bad to crash out when they kidnapped her sister, and like it makes sense why she was doing all these chaos, why she was causing so much destruction. It makes sense, and they really did a good job on the emotions, especially when they revealed that her sister passed away. You can really feel. It's easy to feel sorry for these characters on screen. It really, the film knows how to get your emotions, how to hook them. Now, with that being said, I really enjoyed how she can just mind control even the Hulk. That scene, that fighting scene with the Hulk and Spider-Man, that scene was absolutely phenomenal. I really enjoyed that. Like, I really enjoyed Hulk finally raging out for, for once in a long time. I really enjoyed 2007 Hulk. So I really felt like a like a flashback to that, you know. Um like wow. They really did a good job with this film. And honestly, um my honest review rating for this film has to be a 95 out of 100. This film is a must see, even though it has its flaws. Yes, it has its flaws here and there, the little bit. I'm not saying it's big flaws, but the little stuff. Even with them, this film was great. It had an amazing plot line, amazing side characters, amazing motive for Jean Grey, and the reveal. Oh, and also, I really also before I get ahead of myself, um, I don't know if you noticed, but in Jean Grey's sister, her bow, her hair tie, that's the word. Her hair tie was the colors of the X-Men because it was blue and yellow. It was blue and yellow. Think about it. Out of all colors, that was definitely out of all colors, they could have chosen green, red, purple, whatever, pink. They chose blue and yellow. That was definitely a reference to the X-Men. And I honestly love that reference, honestly. I'm a huge X-Men fan. I immediately saw that reference in theaters. And it's the little things like that that really makes these films shine more than people realize, But I want but I want to know what you guys think. Were you disappointed we didn't get a full Man Spider transformation? Or was keeping it grounded the right move? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. peace.